Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. I am so happy to have you here. So today I wanted to do something kind of fun and look back at all of the projects that I've made since I started crocheting. And I guess now would be a good time to point out that I learned how to crochet whenever I was around 9 or 10 from my grandma, but I didn't seriously start learning myself like as an adult and start making like actual things besides just chains. So yeah, I seriously started learning at the end of last year, around October, November of 2023, and I have made quite a bit since then, so there's a lot to look through. Now I tried to keep the things in order, like in a list of when I made them, but I also tried to categorize them because I didn't want to show you like a bag and then a beanie and then a scarf and then another bag when I could just show you like all the bags I made and which bag I made first. But you know, I don't know. It makes sense in my head, but it also doesn't, so we'll see how it goes. Anyways, that is what we're going to be doing today, and we have quite a few things to go through, so let's get into it. So this is actually the very first thing I crocheted, like I said, besides a chain, because my grandma taught me whenever I was really young, but I couldn't figure out how to turn or do anything other than a chain, and I barely had that figured out. So I learned all from YouTube. I taught myself basically. I still do credit my grandma. I don't think I would have had as much interest in it as an adult if not for her. So yeah, so this is the first thing I made. It was supposed to be a square, and I found out how hard counting really is, and it ended up becoming more of like a triangle. I don't know, it doesn't even have the third point, but anyways, yeah, I ended up just making a chain and tying it on really, really badly and calling it an eye patch. And I ended up putting it on like some stuffed animals or something, but it's been living in a bag since I moved, so but I'm keeping it safe. First project. So there's that. Then we have these blue squares. So after my failed attempt with the eye patch, I figured out how to, like, I don't know, I was struggling with, in the eye patch, I was struggling with knowing when the row was over and like what I was supposed to crochet into per se and what I wasn't, and I was just really practicing that with this and getting that square shape down. So I did a couple of those. We got another good tiny little square, and then I started one. This might have been the first one, maybe. I don't know what order. It's been a while since then. And then this little heart is also out of the same yarn. Apparently at this point in time I had not figured out how to weave in the ends for a granny. This is not a granny square, is it? Obviously it's not a granny square, I meant granny stitch, but magic ring. I have not figured out, well, I figured it out now, I think. I hope. But I had not at this point figured out how to weave in the tail so that it wouldn't just come undone like this. And I think we'll be seeing a few more projects with this issue. Lesson learned the hard way though. Moving on. So it's bound to happen to every new crocheter. One of the first projects that I wanted to make when I started getting into crochet was a temperature blanket, and there's nothing wrong with that, or the other thing I'm going to talk about, you'll see. But this was the temperature blanket I started making at the end of 2023, but I chose these really pretty colors, love it. And as you'll see, it is more of a scarf than a blanket, and that is because I fell victim to the single crochet blanket as a beginner, which, if you don't know, single crochet is like the second smallest stitch you can make, I think. I don't know, I'm still pretty new to crochet and I'll never know anything. Yeah, okay. I'll never know everything about crochet, but I think it is the smallest stitch, or no, because a slip stitch is smaller than a single crochet, but I don't know where it falls, but it's a pretty small stitch, and you could do like a half double, double crochet, treble crochet, literally anything would be better than a single crochet. But it is nice because you have less like gaps in your stitches, but it would just take like literally a year for me to finish this because it just gets so repetitive and so boring. Which I don't know, I guess that could be said for any blanket. And I mean, maybe that is true because I have not finished a single blanket yet, so I don't know. But yeah, this was my attempted temperature blanket with single crochet also. Sorry, I'm trying to fold it there, but did not turn out the best, but it's still cute, you know. So you might have been hearing extra bells in the background than normal because this bag is out, but I have these little charms I made on my crochet bag, which I got for Christmas from my mom. I love it. It's kind of noisy too, sorry. But little mushroom charms all over the bag, little froggy charms that also double as bookmarks. I think, yeah, this little guy also had a lily pad, but it was another case of me not knowing how to properly weave in the tail of a magic ring and it busting open on me. So I need to either remake his lily pad or something. But this is what it was supposed to look like, just in pink. But there's those, very cute. That was me just kind of, let me put that down. That's kind of noisy. But that was me just practicing amigurumi. I think that's how you say it, right? I don't know. But yeah, that was me just practicing that and color changing, which I obviously am still not very good at. But anyways, back on the topic of amigurumi, the next thing that I started making or learning how to make was these little octopuses. Octopi? Octopuses does not sound right. I don't think that's right. I think it's octopi or like cacti, right? But yeah, these little guys are so cute. They're so tiny. I don't know if I'm holding it straight or not, but very cute. And I just put this little guy back in the corner because he's white and kind of looks like a ghost, so it's fitting for the season. I'm so excited for October. But anyways, yeah, those little octopus, I think I have... Weird, I don't know where it went. I had a little baby octopus I was going to show you. I'm sure he'll show up later. He's probably buried in all the crochet stuff around me right now, but this is also a little mushroom, kind of like the bag charms I made, but just with plush yarn, so it came out a little bigger, but just so you can kind of see it a little better. It also has either my hair or cat hair all over it, which is also to be expected in this house. So, but yeah, I'm not very good at color changing, but it's cute. So okay, so the next thing would be these mesh bags, which, as you can tell, mine that I use is full of yarn. I keep it in my closet, just stuffed full, and it holds a lot, as you can probably tell. I mean, it's got a lot of yarn in there. I love this pattern though. It was so easy to work up. It was really quick, honestly. The first bag I made it in one night. The second one took me a while, but I think it's just because I don't like making the same pattern twice, like back to back. I like having something in between. Switch it up a little bit, and then I can make the same thing again, but I just don't like doing it back to back. I don't know. But I love these mesh bags. I've made a few different colors for gifts for other people, but this is the one I've made for myself so far in this pattern, and it's gorgeous. And I just used random colors, whatever I had, but it was also in the summer, I should add, so it's very summery vibes. Okay, now this mesh bag I actually just finished tonight, like literally like 3 hours ago, 2 hours ago. But I made the whole thing out of lily sugar and cream yarn. I wasn't necessarily going for a Halloween theme, and I was originally planning on just doing white and yellow, and doing yellow for the base and then white all the way up. But then as I got to like this point in the white, I was like, oh, I think it would look good with black at the top and for the handle. And yeah, I really just wanted to try a different mesh bag pattern, and I needed another bag for storage. As you saw, my other one was getting pretty full, so I made another one, but different, and I really like it. It was pretty quick to work up too. I made it in one night again, so very nice. So the next thing that I started making was headscarves, and these are just so gorgeous. they're pretty quick to work up, honestly. I'm hoping you can see it good, but they're just so beautiful. It's so easy. And I mean, I would put it on for you, but my hair is not done right now. It's never done. Sorry to spoil that for you. But but these are so cute. So I have this nice olive green one. I think this is made out of the Lion brand Pound of Love. It's just so soft. I think that's what it is. I love that yarn. So we have that one. I also can't remember the exact order I made these in, but I also have this one, beautiful ombre. I used this yarn a lot when I got it. Very nice. It's really soft too. I'm pretty sure it's cotton. Then around the 4th of July, I made this American flag headscarf bandana. I never actually wore it or anything. I just wanted to make something for the 4th of July. And my grandma actually gave me a bunch of her old yarn. Some of it's pretty old, like vintage yarn. It's pretty cool. But I think this is one of them, and it was just very pretty. It feels kind of stiff though. I need to either block it or wash it or something, but yeah. So that is the other bandana I made. Sorry I can't hold it still for you to see it for more than like 0.5 seconds. I think that is all the bandanas I've made, actually. Yeah, that is. Okay. Gorgeous bandanas. Love them. Also, I just wanted to mention that I will be putting the pattern creators in the description down below if you're interested in finding any of these patterns for yourself, if you see something you like in this video. So after that, I decided to try my hand at amigurumi again, and I made these cute little mushroom pops. And their head like pops up like a little fidget toy like that. I'm hoping you can see. Like I said, I can't tell what's in frame and what's not. I'm so sorry. Very cute, very nice. So there's that one. As you notice, I said they. We got another one here. My fiance requested one with a bosom. And he also does a little fidget. Very nice. So we have those two little cuties. And then another little amigurumi plushie I made was the Leggy Frog. This guy is really popular, and I used I think just a basic pattern. There's quite a few actually on YouTube though. I'll try and find the one that I used. It's been a while, but I just used velvet yarn and a bigger hook. I don't know why I'm holding him like that. I'm so sorry. But he's really cute and he sits really well. We'll just put him right there. There we go. He can sit there for now. I don't know if you can even see him over there, but he's over there. I like making amigurumi. I don't know why that word is so hard for me to say sometimes, but I like making amigurumi. It's just a little stressful sometimes. I don't know. I like making wearables and accessories and things like that also. So I just dabble between both here and there. Up next, we have this little mushroom bag. Very nice. This was my first attempt at tapestry crochet, as you might be able to tell. Still don't have the color changing down at this point. But this was also my first attempt at crocheting buttons on. And I mean, like, it works. It definitely does. I also attempted to put in like a little chapstick holder in there, like a little pocket, because that's something I had never done before. So this was really just like a little experimental bag to learn, a little learning bag, if you will. But yeah, it's cute. I don't like how the corners fold up, but also another learning moment. Need to add more stitches into the corners, which if you watched my last video, you'll see I obviously still have not learned. Okay, so now we have some beanies, some of my favorite and also least favorite things to make, because I can't seem to ever make them come out the right size for me. This one is pretty close though, I think. I think it was a little tight on the foundation chain, but at least it stays on my head. Most of them I've made so far have been too big, so I'll take it. But it's very cute, also in that Lion brand Pound of Love yarn, I'm pretty sure. Very soft. So we have that one, and then I used some chunky chenille yarn, same exact pattern, to make this ribbed beanie. It's very heavy. Like, not too heavy to where it'd be uncomfortable, but just heavy for a beanie. I don't know, it's kind of nice though. Like a hug for your head. But yeah, so those are the beanies I have, and I'm pretty sure I've made more beanies than that, but these are the only two I could find. So the other ones have either gone missing or have been gifted. Same with a lot of things that are probably missing from this video. Who knows what happened to them? I mean, some of them I know, but some of them I don't. So okay, so the next category is crop tops, and these are so fun to make. I think I followed Passionate Kelsey's pattern for all of these. I have like 30, but I think I've made more than that. They're just so fun to make, and the funny thing is, like, these are really not my style at all. As you might be able to tell, I really like comfy clothes, oversized clothes. Even in the summer, I really just wear t-shirts, and I don't know, like, they're so cute, and I wish I could wear it. I just don't know where I would ever wear it to. But this matches that bandana I made earlier. I don't know if you can even see it. Probably not. Very nice, though. There's that one. Using the same yarn, but different pattern. We made this top as well. Also very not my style, like basically all crop tops, but I think they're very cute, and I wish I knew how to style them, but I don't know how to style anything, so. All right, and the last crop top that I have, this is my favorite one. It is this spiderweb crop top. And I actually made my sister a kind of matching one. Hers is just reverse or inverse colors, I guess, and hers glows in the dark in the middle, but do love it. This is the one I'm the most likely to actually wear. And I actually made it a little bit longer too, so I'd feel a little more covered. That is it for crop tops. Then the next thing I have is this bucket hat, which is very hairy for some reason. It was inspired by 21 Pilots colors, kind of. If you know, you know. I love 21 Pilots. Have since I was a teenager. Always will, probably. Unless they do something crazy, but it's very cute, very summery. I like it. Alright, and I guess these could have been included earlier with the temperature blanket, since that technically ended up being a scarf, but we have the actual intended scarves now. So my fiance actually picked this beautiful orange out. I guess it's not all orange, but this beautiful orange yarn out at Joann's. So I made it into a granny stitch scarf for him. It's very long. I don't even know how to show you this, to be honest. And then in the same realm, I also made myself a Fairbrook scarf. It's very nice, very soft. Now we both have nice scarves for the winter. And the thing I love about scarves too is that they're repetitive, so if you're like watching a show or something, it's easy to just kind of zone out and listen, or listen to an audiobook or songs or whatever, you know, and just kind of zone out and keep doing the same pattern over and over and just keep your hands busy. And it works up pretty quick too in comparison to like a blanket or something, you know. So the next item is actually the finished project of our last video, and that is the Beetlejuice cardigan, which is very hard to show you against this wall because it is huge and this wall is tiny. But yeah, this one was very fun to make. I think I would have enjoyed it more if I wasn't rushed, which I rushed myself. There's nobody to blame for that but me. I did not have to finish it before, and I didn't. But I still rushed myself. So yeah. But I really want to make more cardigans. I need more crocheted and handmade cardigans and clothes that I will actually wear, and I love this one, so. Okay, and then going back into the corner over here, this little pumpkin I actually made the other day. We're getting into the realm of things I've made within the last like week or so. But this little pumpkin, it's a little overstuffed, as you might be able to tell with my scrap yarn poking through. But we just needed some Halloween fall decorations, so just worked up a quick little pattern I found on YouTube to put in the corner over there. I love it. Looks good with the little ghosty and the ghost octopus. I knew I'd find it. I just found the little baby octopus I was talking about earlier. And they almost have like the eyes of little jumping spiders. I don't know, or the faces of them. They're just so cute. And also, I don't know if I said it earlier, but if not, an important point to make. With the octopuses, octopi, I learned that counting is very hard, and I don't think any of them have 8 legs. They all have either way more or way less, so fun. This week I have also been venturing into scrunchies. I have been having so much fun making these. They work up so quick. They are made of velvet yarn, so they're just so soft. I love the way they feel though. They are so nice. And I'm actually going to send some of these with my grandma to the next craft market that she goes to and see if they do well there. So we'll see. So the last thing I have to share with you today is the only thing that is kind of out of place in this whole thing, and that is my collection of granny squares, which this is not all of them. This is just a small pile, but I have so many, and that is because I have been making granny squares almost the whole time I've been crocheting. Probably not quite the whole time. This little tiny one. Micro crochet is hard. The actual crocheting part isn't that bad. It's the tying the knots and weaving in the ends, and that's hard. But I have so many granny squares and I don't know what I want to do with them. I kind of want to throw them into a blanket or just make like a patchwork, like scrap granny square, just a huge blanket. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. I feel like I'm just saying a bunch of random words, word vomit. But yeah. I have so many granny squares, because when I don't know what to make, I just make granny squares. Alright, my friends, well that is all I had to share with you today, and that is pretty much all I've crocheted since I learned how to crochet. There are definitely a few things that are missing that have either been gifted or lost or just forgotten. Like I said, who knows? But there are 100% things that I have crocheted that were not in this video, but that's okay. I thought this would be a fun little video to do since I'm coming up on basically 1 year of crocheting, which I haven't really thought about until this very moment, which is kind of crazy to think about. But I am happy to be here sharing my journey with you now, a year later. Yeah, maybe we can do this again in another year and see what we've made. Anyways, I had a really fun time looking through all my crochet stuff with you, and I hope you enjoyed it too. If you made it this far into the video, I really appreciate it. And let me know in the comments down below which of my projects was your favorite so far, and let me know what you'd like to see me make in the future down below. And also, like I mentioned earlier, if you saw something that you want to make yourself, I will be leaving the pattern creators in the description box below for all the ones that I can find. Some of these are kind of old and it might be kind of hard for me to find where the pattern came from, but I will do my best for you. So with all of that being said, I again appreciate you so much for being here with me today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. See you in the next one. Bye!